Hello and welcome back to another Voxel tutorial. So in this one we're gonna continue to work on our single post template. So let's edit it. We have displayed our description here, gallery and work hours. And the next thing we're gonna do is add the timeline widget. So first let me place a container here below the gallery, and let's drag and drop the timeline widget. And we're gonna set the mode to current post reviews. Let's change the create status text review and select the title. Let's also change the no post text to no reviews available. And for logged out users, we're gonna add login to submit review. Let's work with the styling of it. I'm going to go to Style tab, and here I'm going to apply a border around each post. So 1 pixel solid border, and let's select the border. Let's now apply some padding and set the radius to 8. As for the review submission form, let's position it on the center of the screen. We can do that under Style tab. Enable custom style, and now you should have access to this option here to change the styling of the create status pop-up. So let's position it at the center of the screen, set the min width, and let's add the backdrop color and save changes. So right now there is only a single review category available for this post type. To change these, we can go to the post type editor, edit the post type, and then go to reviews, and here we can add different review categories. So we can name this one overall. Let's add one for hospitality, and another one for food, and another one for service, and fourth one for pricing. So reviews are based on a 5-star system, and here you can set a label for each star, and also if you want you can apply an accent color. And down here we can choose between 2 input modes. So the one you saw here is the stars input mode, and there is also this numeric input mode, which displays numbers instead of stars. Let's switch back to stars. If you want to use some custom icon instead of using stars, you can upload an active icon and inactive icon here, and it will show up on the form here. The next thing we're gonna do is display some statistics about reviews on the sidebar here. So let me copy this description container, and I'm going to open the right content area and paste this container here. Let's delete the heading, and we're gonna use this text editor widget to create a dynamic sentence. We're gonna create a summary of reviews that this listing has received and the average score. So first let's select title and type has received, and now I'm gonna pull the number of reviews. So pick total count and type reviews, and then type with an average rating. Pick the average rating dynamic tag and type out of 5. Let's save changes. So now we have a dynamic sentence. The balance table has received 1 reviews with an average rating of 4 out of 5. So this is a small thing, but I want the reviews text to say review instead of reviews when there is a single review. And to do that, let's edit the dynamic tags again. And I'm going to delete the reviews text and click on the dynamic tag that outputs the value. And here we're gonna add a mod. We're gonna use a conditional mod is equal to, so we can check if the value is 1. And if the value matches 1, we're gonna return the value first. This can be done by typing @value like this, And then I'm going to type review. Let's copy this. And else, when the value is not 1, we're gonna paste this text, but type reviews. Let's save changes. And now you can see the sentences. The balance table has received 1 review with an average rating of 4 out of 5. The next thing we're gonna do is display the review stats widget. So this widget can break down the overall score of the listing, or you can display scores by category. In this case, we're gonna display scores by category. Let's now go to front end, and we're gonna update our review and add the score in another category. So under service, I'm gonna add 4 stars and update. And when we reload the page, the widget will display the average score on that category as well. Let's proceed. I'm now going to add an action list widget, and I'm going to use this action to create a button that when it's clicked, it will scroll down to the reviews area. So let's add an item, and we're gonna pick action scroll to section. And as for the section ID, we're gonna type reviews. And let's change the text of the action. Read the reviews. And we're gonna add an arrow. Let's work with the styling a bit. Let's change the icon size to 20 and the icon color to gray and the spacing to 7. Now I'm going to select the container where the timeline widget is placed, go to advanced, and here I'm going to assign an ID to this container. So let's type reviews and save changes. Let's check our results in front end. So press read reviews, and we are sent to the reviews area. Let me work a bit more with the styling of this action. I'm going to set the text color to gray, and on the hover state I'm going to set both the icon and the text to a darker color. I'm going to rename this container to review stats and then duplicate it, and let's name this one map. Let's delete these widgets, and I'm going to place the map widget inside this container, and we're gonna pull the location of the actual listing. So enable dynamic tags and search for location, and then pick full address. Let's increase the zoom a bit to 16, and now I'm going to select the container and remove the padding, and on the layout tab I'm going to set the overflow to hidden, so the map doesn't go outside the edges of the container. The next thing we're going to do is add 3 actions, one for directions that will send the user to the Google Maps app, another action for call now, and another one for the website. So I'm going to place these 3 actions inside this map container. Let's add a container inside it and name it actions. And let's reduce the gap to 0. And inside this container, I'm going to add the actions widget. Let's add an item, set action as link, and type directions as label, and let's upload an icon. Before we create the link, let's work with the styling a bit. So let's go to Style tab and enable CSS grid, and let's set the columns to 3. Then go to list item, and under icon, enable icon on top. So to make this action functional, we can construct the URL using dynamic tags. So enable dynamic tags. And here I'm going to paste this link, which is from Google Maps website. So when you perform a search and try to get directions, this is the URL that is generated. What we need to do in our case is delete this address part and instead get the dynamic address of the listing. So here pick full address, Make sure there are no spaces here, and save changes. I'm going to create the two other actions, and then we'll work with the styling a bit more. So let's duplicate this and name this one call now, and edit the URL, delete this, and we're gonna pull the phone number. And the only thing we're gonna do is prepend the phone number with tel and save changes. So what this does is create a link that will trigger a phone call on mobile, while in desktop it will open the software that is capable to make calls. Let's change the icon. Let's upload this one. And finally we have the website action. So let's name it website, and change the icon. Let's upload this icon and edit the URL. And for the website, we just have to select the dynamic tag. Save changes. Let's now work with the styling. I'm going to apply some padding to each item, and increase the gap between the icon and the text to 5, maybe 7. Let's set the icon color to gray, and apply a border to the icon. Increase the icon container size to 36, and let's reduce the icon size to 20. As for the hover state, I'm going to set the icon color to accent, and the border color to this color here. Let's also reduce the height of the map a bit, and let's add a bottom border to this actions widget. So go to advanced, border, solid, 1 pixel, and select the border color. The next thing we're going to do is set the position of the sidebar to sticky, so it's kept visible while the user scrolls the page. To do that, I'm going to select the sidebar, and let's go to advanced tab, and under align self, I'm going to select start. So this basically sets the height to auto, because by default the height will be 100% of the parent. And to make the sidebar sticky, we need it for the height to be auto. And next we're going to go to the Voxel tab, and under sticky position, enable. And we're going to enable it on desktop and disable it on tablet and mobile. And under top value, let's type 120 pixels. So this means when the user scrolls the page, the sidebar will be sticky and will be 120 pixels away from the top of the page. Let's save changes, and let's test how it looks so far. We're gonna finalize the single post template in our next video.